Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night. Whatever time you may find this video, you are now tuning in to the Eagles Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagles Soaring High, and I am back with another video. Yes, I am back with another video. Yes, on today, somebody say today. Today I am back with another E.C.O.W.E. E.C.O.W.E. Um, I came across this article, and I have not yet seen anyone talk about it, speak about it on YouTube, and I thought that it would be a great conversation to have on my channel. What I am trying to do is find articles that no one else has done or have done content on and report on those articles. Yes, I want to do content that others may be doing, but I also want to do content that no one has done before, nor reported on. As you can tell from the title of this video, it's going to be an interesting conversation. Absolutely. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Let me tell you how I found this article. I was home and I was talking with my mom, and my mom called my sister, and we were having a conversation. And my sister found this article about this 14-year-old young lady. She found it and we were talking about it, and I said that would be a great video to do. And so I'm going to do it. I want to thank my sister and I want to thank my mom for having this conversation that struck this video in me, that it inspired me to do this video. I want to take the time to thank all of my subscribers, every last one of you. You all are some great people. You are amazing and awesome people. I thank you for the love, the support that you have shown me since I've been on YouTube. I appreciate it. I am so glad to have each and every one of you a part of my community of Eagles. I love you all so much. You all leave me so many awesome and amazing comments, and chatting with you in the chat is just a wonderful and amazing experience. Again, this is the Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. And I want to let you know that if by happenstance that you miss the premiere of this video on this channel, you can find it on my other channel, my first channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1. Yes, so I want to ask you right now to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, Eagles Soaring High, Channel 2, Fireside Chats with Eagles. And then I want you to go over to my first channel, if you will, and stop by and subscribe to that channel as well. Eagles Soaring High, Channel 1. Yes, Eagles Soaring High, Channel 1. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, if you will. Just before we dive right into this video, I have a list of content creators that I want to shout out. Those who have supported me and shown me love and all of that wonderful stuff. They are just amazing. The first content creator I want to shout out is Danielle Robinson, All of Me 100. Astute Bee Queen Thoughts. Miss T with the T. Unique Speaks. Coffee and Conversation. You Knew. Unwind with Teddy. Unwind with Teddy has a second channel called Run and Tell That Too. Evangelist Valerie. Conversations and Inspirations. By the way, my sister Evangelist Valerie, I just saw on your community wall where you were in the hospital. I want you to know, my sister, that I'm praying for you. I am praying for you for a speedy recovery. Just know that, my sister, that I'm praying for you. Then there's Evangelist Nancy Peran. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Peran. P-E-R-E-N. My sister, I was on your channel the other day, and I was viewing one of your videos, and you were asking for prayer. I am praying for you also, my sister. I'm praying for you. Dr. Blue. Yes. Universal Tea with Marie. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Hear Her TV. Andrea Nelson. It Girl Ari. Saki Speaks. Cups of Conversation. And State of Mind with Maurice Bernard. State of Mind with Maurice Bernard. Yes, thank you. I pray that you all will stop by these channels and to show these content creators some love, some support, that you would like, comment, and share their content and subscribe to them. If you will do that, I would appreciate it. They would all love to have you a part of their communities. And as long as you're being respectful and kind, they will welcome you with open arms. So, yes, stop by all of those channels and subscribe to their channels. If they ask, how did you find their channels? Was it recommended to you? Or how did you find their channel? Would you let them know Eagles Soaring High recommended their channels to you, and that you just came by from my recommendation? Well, we're going to get ready soon to dive into this video. I want to thank all of you once again. You that's going to catch the replay, you that's going to catch the premiere of this video, and then those of you that's going to catch the replay. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate the support and the love that you all are showing me. I thank you for that. And if you don't catch this video on Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles, You'll be able to catch it on my first channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1, as what I like to call a rebroadcast of the show. Well, we're going to get ready and dive right into this video in just a moment. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to both of my channels, Eagle Soaring High Channel 1 and Eagle Soaring High Channel 2, Fireside Chats with Eagles. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my community of Eagles. There is much more content coming up for this channel and my first channel. Uh, well, we're going to get ready to dive shortly right into this video. Stay with me until the end. Stay with me until the end of this video. All right, I will be right back in just a few moments. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Well, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm glad to see that you all are still here sitting around the nest with me just to have a fireside chat with me. I'm excited about being here. I'm excited about this article that I'm going to be discussing. And just so that there is no problems or no issue, this video is under the fair use policy for the purposes of commentary and review as well as entertainment. All right. Um, if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. I want to remind you to stop by and subscribe to those channels that I shouted out. Go by and support them and show them some love and subscribe to their channels if you will. Um, also, take the time to hit the like button coming in or going out. Don't make a difference. Just hit the like button. Don't forget, once again, to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles, and my first channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1. Now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, let's dive right into this video. Again, Eagles are on High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles is presenting to you today E.C.O.W.E. Let me make sure I get it right. Eagles commentary on world, no, Eagles com is it Eagles commentary on world events? Eagles current on Eagles commentary. I believe it's Eagles commentary on world events. I believe that's the uh, thing that I've called it. Uh, Eagles commentary on world events. Well, today's topic is a 14-year-old girl in Florida took 13,000 $500 in cash from her grandma's. Oh, this phone today. From her grandmother's life savings and gave it out to her classmates. Police says. Let's look at it again. A 14-year-old girl in Florida took $13,500 in cash from her grandmother's life savings and gave it out to her classmates, police says. Again, this video is under the fair use policy for the purpose of commentary, review, and entertainment. Let's dive right into this story. The article says a 14-year-old girl in Florida stole $13,500 from her grandmother's safe. TK says, I'm not sure who TK is, but it's in the article. The girl then handed out the money to other students at her middle school. KDFW reported. The girl has been charged with felony grand theft. A 14-year-old girl in Florida is facing felony charges for grand theft after the police said she stole $13,500 in cash from her grandmother and handed it out to students, police, and school officials says. The Marion County Sheriff's Office told KDFW that it is unclear why the girl stole the money, which was half of her grandmother's life's savings, or why she chose to distribute it. Sky News says, reported that police showed up at Lake Weir Middle School on Thursday following reports that the girl was giving out hundreds of dollars to other students, even though she did not know. School officials called parents to ask about the incident. KDFW reported Michelle Spalding, a parent, told the outlet that her daughter told her a girl she did not know tried to give her money. That's when she was like, yeah, Mom. The child did come up to me and ask me if I wanted $100. Spalding told the outlet, and she said, no, it's got to be stolen. I don't want nothing to do with it. The teenage girl told officers that a friend who moved away had given her the money to hand out. Sky News reported, citing an arrest report. KDFW reported that deputies said other students the girl told the money belonged to her grandmother. The sheriff's office and school officials are trying to get the money back and have asked parents to check with their kids. So far, school officials said they found around $2,500 in the girl's backpack, and another $700 was returned by other students. KDFW reported. I really hope it gets recovered because that's so devastating. I feel really bad for the family, Spalding told KDFW. Wow. Wow, what can you say? What can you say? You want to talk about complete lowest point of disrespect. This would be that moment. Let's recap. A young lady in Florida, 14 years old, 14 years old, stole money from her grandmother. Her grandmother stole $13,500 from her grandmother. Not only did she steal it, but she took it to school and passed it out. Her grandmother's hard earned money, her life's savings, took it, left, went to school, and passed it out. Somebody please make it make sense. What up, Larry, read. I got to use your phrase. What in the heaven hell is going on in society, in this world? I know that we're living in the end times. We're living at a time where the world is spinning out of control and in a downward motion. I get that. I get it. I get it that that one of the things that I usually say and tell people is that every day at the strike of 12, whether it's 12 midnight or 12 in the afternoon, something new is released from hell. But the audacity that you would steal from your grandmother. You took half of your grandmother's life savings, money that she had worked for, put her blood and sweat into it, her energy, her strength, and she saved it up for when she retired so that she could survive, somewhat survive in today's society. And her granddaughter, not the thief that breaks into your house, not the mugger, not the robber that will catch you leaving your bank and going back home. Not a stranger, but your granddaughter, who now we who now we can say is a stranger, but a familiar stranger. This disturbed me. This disturbed me because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand, first of all, how did this 14-year-old girl know that her grandmother had money in the house. How did she know that? Two, how did she know where to find the money? In another article, it said that the money was in her grandmother's safe. So again, one, how did the young girl know that her grandmother had money in the house? Number two, how did she know where the money was, the location of the money in the house? How did she know that? Number three, how did she know where to find the safe? If it was a safe that you just needed a key to stick in and unlock it and open it up, where did she know? How did she know where the key was? Or maybe it was just a combination safe. How did she know the combination? How did she know the code? And the fact that she knew that the money was within her grandmother's house and she knew where it was. Could it have been that while visiting with her grandmother, that grandmother thought she could trust her granddaughter and had a conversation with her? Shared with her that there was money in the house. Not only that there was money in the house, but where it was. Told her how to the get into the safe. Just to inform her that it was there just in case something may have happened to her. That she would know where to go. Or theory two was the granddaughter there visiting with grandmother. And when grandmother went to sleep, granddaughter became detective and started snooping around the house. How did she know that the funds was there? How did she know that the money was there? How? How did she know where it was? How did she know how to get into it? The disturbing thing about it is the fact that you chose, you as a 14-year-old girl chose to steal, chose to rob somebody. And the first person that popped into your head was the woman that you was supposed to respect, that you supposedly love. And yet you became a familiar stranger, a familiar robber, a familiar mugger, a familiar thief, one that she knew, one that she loved, one that she cared about, one that she might have done anything and everything she possibly could have to support you, to give you whatever you wanted. And then you betrayed her in the worst way ever. I'm wondering that while she was sitting up plotting and thinking about this, did she think about the fact that she could ruin her life? That every goal, every dream that she ever had was about to go out the window. Maybe she just thought that she just couldn't be caught. Maybe she thought that she would never get busted. The Bible says, for what profit a man to gain the whole world and lose their souls? What popped in her head that said to her that it was all right to target and victimize her grandmother? What whisper did she hear in her ears that made it acceptable for her to hurt her grandmother in a way that grandmother may never recover? Did this 14-year-old girl ever think that if she was caught and busted, that it would tear up her family, that it would tear up her relationship between herself and her grandmother? What was the motive behind this young woman's actions? What was it? Hmm. What was the motive? What was the thing that caused this young woman to victimize the woman that she says that she loved? Was she being bullied? Was she being harassed? What was it? What clicked in her head that made it right for her to steal and take from her grandmother's life savings? Took half of it. I can only imagine that she was visiting with her grandmother, and clearly she had to go to school in the same day and same moment. But I can Imagine that maybe this 14-year-old girl stopped by her grandmother's house early to have conversation. I don't know, maybe to fix grandmother some breakfast or help grandmother take her medication. I don't know. The article don't go into all that, but somehow she was drawn to her grandmother's house. Was grandma in the restroom, or was grandma in the kitchen? What was grandma doing that she did not recognize that something fishy was going on? I know that in her grandmother's mind that it was not a thought in her head that her granddaughter would do something like this. So her granddaughter goes to the location of where the safe is, and she opens the safe and takes half of her grandmother's hard-earned money, half of her savings, puts it in her book bag, and possibly goes to her grandmother and hugs her, tells her she loves him, tells her that she loves her grandmother, hugs and kisses her, show her some love, show her some appreciation. Wow, stabbing her in the back. When I say that she stabbed her in the back, I mean she just took her money and then played the actor. Had the balls, the gall, the audacity to act as if everything was all right. Wow, you robbed her blind. Mm. You became Judas at 14. Young lady with her life ahead of her. And you betrayed your grandmother in one of the worst ways you could ever betray another, excuse me, another human being. We become worried about whether the thieves are going to break into our homes. The robbers want to break in to our homes and hold us at gunpoint and rob us and mug us and leave. Instead, it is the one that you opened your door to and welcomed into your home. A stranger, but a familiar stranger. What was the motives behind this young woman who decided to commit such an act? What was it? What happened that pushed her to this place to betray her grandmother? I believe in some of the other articles, that I saw. The articles declared that her parents was well off, had no wants or needs. She stole from her mother's or her father's mother, her grandmother. How dare you walk into your grandmother's house knowing that you're about to rob her of half of her savings? Do it and act like it's a normal day. Leave your grandmother's home with her belongings, with what belonged to her. And then you go to school and you pass it out. You pass your grandmother's life saving out as if everybody in the classroom has won the lottery. Just giving it away. Small amounts, big amounts. And the surprising thing is that there is no guilt, there is no shame, there's no embarrassment. Your conscience, as people say, is not speaking to you. You ignore the voice of God and you're passing your grandmother's money out to people, to peers that you know, and peers that you don't know, classmates that you know, to classmates that you don't know. And then you come upon one that you offer money to. The student declines your offer, calls her parent, and her mother calls up to the school with concerns. informs the staff, and the staff informs the authorities. The authorities come and you tell them that your friend gave you the money. A friend that is no longer there gave you the money and told you to pass it out. And then you retract your statement and confess that you stole the money from your grandmother. How many of you out there that's watching right now knows that when you allow the devil to use you, he will make a fool out of you every time. When you play in the devil's orchid, when you start doing flips and cartwheels in his orchid, in his garden, and you allow him to use you, the devil will then flip flop on you and make a fool out of you. Now the authorities have called, or rather the authorities have had the staff to call each child, each young person's parent, just so that they can recover this money. The article says that I believe that they found 2,000. Let me make sure. I don't want to quote them wrong. Let me make sure. The article says that the officers found $2,500 left in her backpack, plus recovered $700 of that money. And now, because you have allowed the devil to make a fool out of you, not only did the devil make a fool out of you, but he set you up. He set you up. He set you up to ruin your life, to destroy your life, to destroy every dream, every goal, every plan in your life. Now has blown away like the wind. Wow. Wow. This young lady probably had great potential. could be something great in life. But because of the decision she made at the age of 14 is now bringing repercussions and consequences. What happened in her life that made her believe stealing from her grandmother was okay? What happened that now changes the dynamics of her life? Because now she's been marred as a thief. Not only marked as a, but now has charges. She's now going to have to face excuse me, such a sad, disturbing story. What happened caused this young woman, this 14-year-old girl, to throw her life away? What was it? Was it some form of trouble that she had walked into and felt like paying folks would stop the hurt, would stop the bullying, would stop the laughter and the voices that talked about her? I don't know. I don't know. The article don't really say what caused her to do this. In fact, they don't know what caused her to take from her grandmother and pass it out. 14 years old. Heartbreaking on both ends. It's heartbreaking to know that she targeted and victimized her grandmother by stealing from her. And heartbreaking on the side and the fact that now her life is now ruined. She is now a criminal, a criminal charged with grand Theft. I believe it is. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. 'She is now facing felony charges for grand theft. Facing felony charges for grand theft. How sad is that? What made her so desperate and frantic? What encouraged her? What motivated her to take that route? Look, I understand that young people can be rough. The fact of the matter is that they are rougher than what they were when I was growing up. They're rougher than what you knew as being rough. Growing there, since time has evolved and times have changed, things have gotten worse. Young people can be a handful. Young people can be rude, nasty, unpredictable. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them can be just as disrespectful as they want to be. Some have no home training. I- They have no home training. They believe they are mm, a boss with that begins and ends with that infamous B word that ends in itch. A boss, a bad. It's always. They feel like they're a hustler. They feel like that they can do what they want anytime they want and have no repercussions. Not all of them. Some, because there are still some young people out there that is very respectable. They say no ma'am, yes ma'am, no sir, no, yet no sir, yes sir. When they know that there is an adult around, they know how to watch what they say. But some out there don't give a flying kite about what they say in front of adults. They're walking around here being disrespectful and insulting and cussing out grown folks, grown adults. They're out here taking what they want when they want. And just because they have not been busted or caught yet, they believe they are untouchable. They believe they can say what they want, when they want, anytime they want, and to whom they want, and think it is fine. They think they can get out here and rob folks, knock people over the head, and take what belongs to them, break into their homes and take what belongs to them, and no consequences, nor repercussions. Not all of them, not all of them, but some. This generation is in trouble. It's in trouble. And it doesn't help that they watch all this chaos and craziness on TV that encourages them. They watch these movies with bank robbers going in and out robbing folks and don't get caught. So they think they can do it too. Listening to all this crazy music that encourages them. People don't believe that there is spirits on a lot of this music, a lot of this worldly music, on a lot of this rap. Folks are hypnotizing and manipulating and brainwashing your children, my children, our children. And then they come on to YouTube and watch a lot of us as content creators going back and forth, calling each other out of their names and the body shaming and gay shaming and cussing each other out. And they watch us do this and think it's all right. If some of us on YouTube are the examples for today's generation, they are messed up. They are screwed. This young 14-year-old girl made a decision that is going to change her life forever. It's going to change her life. And there was nowhere in the article did they proclaim that she apologized to her grandmother, that she apologized to her family. There was no mention of that. There's no mention of whether she went to jail or was arrested. If my mind serves me right. But they charged her. She have torn her family apart, disappointed her family. She didn't realize that her behavior and the thing that she was doing was going to have an effect on her parents, even her grandmother. Now, anger is raging, confusion is raging, emotions are raging high. As much as I don't agree with what this young woman did, I don't agree with her actions, her behavior, or her decisions. I pray that as much as her grandmother and her parents is feeling anger, frustrations, stress, disappointed, that somehow, somewhere deep down on the inside of them, that they will be able to find a place in them to still love her. Love her, but hold her accountable for her actions. I pray that one day that they will be able to forgive this young woman, that they'll be able to forgive her and move on with life. And if she lands in prison, that they will find some time to go by and see her. That is my prayer. That is my prayer for that family. That is my prayer. Well, we have reached an hour. We have reached an hour. So I'm going to go on and shut this down. I'm going to ask that you all will pray, that you all will pray for this family. Pray for them, that God would strengthen, that God would move, that God would have his way in that family, that he would mend it and bring deliverance. But yet, for her to hold and be held accountable and responsible for her own actions. This is my prayer. It is moved into an hour and 9 minutes and 52 seconds. So we're going to get ready and end this video. Um, I will be back with final words. And And we're going to end it so that you all can enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your morning, the rest of your afternoon, the rest of your evening, or the rest of the middle of the night. Uh, well, stay with me until the end of this video. We're just about there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you miss this video on this channel, Eagle Soaring High Channel 2, Fireside Chat, um, Fireside Chats with Eagles, you can find this video on my first channel, Eagles Soaring High Channel 1. Um, we'll be right back in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. God bless you. I'll see you in a moment. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. We're getting ready to get off of here in just about a few moments. I pray that this video will have uh will have, don't want to say encourage you, but that you would find this video informative, that you will find it uh, informative and at a place of not judgment nor condemnation. I don't judge this young 14-year-old young lady. I don't. I can't judge her. I can't condemn her, but I can show her compassion. So I pray that you will watch this video and enjoy it. A 14-year-old girl, teenager, took from her grandmother, took from her, stole from her, and took her earnings and passed it out at school. When the authorities and the school gets involved, they fines $2,500 left in her book bag and recovered 700 of it. This young woman was charged with grand theft, uh, a felony grand theft, felony. Want to ask that you would just, when you go into prayer, that you would remember this family. I don't even know the young lady's name. They didn't give a name. They didn't give her name. Um, but just pray for her. Pray for her family. Um, if you think that this video is interesting, fascinating, and disturbing, join me on next Friday. Join me next Friday at 4 o'clock, at the same time, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you will discover that my next story is more disturbing than this. Join me, I say, join me on next Friday, where I will be talking about an article that that I found through a friend, and it disturbed me. So I found it through a friend. I was on the phone talking to a friend, and again, they saw the article on social media, and they told me about it. And I said, I've got to do a video on this. So join me on next Friday at 4 o'clock. Um, and I'm going to talk about a 10-year-old boy in Wisconsin. A 10-year-old boy in Wisconsin that pulled a gun out on his mother. Not only did he pull the gun out, but he shot his mother and took her life. She met her demise that day. Why? Because his mother refused to get him a VR headset. VR means virtual reality headset. She refused to get it for him, and he took the gun out, shot her, and took her life over a VR headset. So join me on Friday, next Friday, for that video. Well, we're going to get ready and get on up off of here. As always in my videos, and share with you, is I tell you to get ready to spread your wings. Get ready to spread your wings and fly. Fly now. Fly above all negative things, over every trap, over every false narrative, over every lie, over every rumor, over every trap, over every trick, over every obstacle, over everything that comes to hinder you. Fly now, fly high now, up in the sky. Fly now, high up in the sky. Fly. Yes, fly now, high in the sky. And when you reach that right altitude, I want you to begin to soar, soar right into your victory. Why? Because the Bible says, well, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Well, we're getting ready to get up off of here. So I want you to join me on next Friday at 4 o'clock for the premiering of that video. I want you to take the time to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you do not catch the videos on this channel when they premiere, you will be able to catch and watch the video on my first channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 1. You'll find a rebroadcasting of it around 8 o'clock on the same day. Well, I'm done. I'm signing off. This is the Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. Until the next time in the next video, I want you to stay blessed and safe and in the arms of the Master. May the Lord bless you. May He keep you. And may His love forever shine upon you. Be blessed and safe. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you, is my prayer.